Check, check. All right, everybody, we are live on YouTube and on Facebook. We are now officially started. I will not look bored anymore, Bam, I promise. We are here to have a good time. It's time to ask me anything. I had all these really cool overlays, and Facebook apparently doesn't like me live streaming through another service. So we ended up going to YouTube. If you want to have the cool lower thirds and all that fun stuff, you can tune into the YouTube stream and see those there. Thank you, Bam, for congratulating me on the Nebraska because that was such a fun time. It's cool while we're getting things started and waiting for more people to tune in. It's really neat to let me start here. So when we got that Nebraska gig, I looked up the population. I see it's 4,000 people. When when I see that, I don't think we're going to have a huge crowd. I think it's going to be a small town little festival deal, and I think we're going to have a handful of people there. So but we still plan on, just like we always do, we're going to put on the best show possible. So we go down to Falls City, Nebraska. We're expecting nothing. We're in this giant venue, and I am now crapping my pants. I am not expecting in the slightest anywhere near capacity at this event. I think I'm looking around and I see over 1,000 empty seats, and I think that's how it's going to look that night. Boy, was I wrong. The day of the show, they told me, I think pre-sales for that show going like right before doors was like 500 something. And then we had like over 200 walk-ups that first year. And then a year later, we bumped it up a little bit higher, just shy of 1,000. Just shy of 1,000. I'm pretty bummed out that we didn't hit that. Derek Bracken, how we doing, man? Derek, it's good to hear from you, my man. I see more and more people tuning in here on both streams. I appreciate everybody tuning in and dealing with the irritatingness that is Facebook, and luckily YouTube was able to save us. But I wanted to go live on Facebook as well because that's what was advertised. But I did link the YouTube stream as well. I've got this whole cool thing. I got a cage behind me. You can't see it on the Facebook stream, but I have the Heritage Championship right in front of me. I'm going to be looking through back and forth between both of these streams here. You guys, what your guys' job is here tonight is to ask any questions you have about Rugged Pro Wrestling, about Austin Fouts, about you name it. Corwin, welcome in, man. Jake, Paul, it's a pleasure to have you guys all on here. Sean Fox, baby, how we doing? Ryan Hadley, Jenny Smith, Angus, the big bad bull Angus Kaiser asks, what is your favorite root beer? Well, Angus, that's a good question because I love all root beer. I don't know if, for any of you who don't know, I'm a very big root beer guy. Root beer is probably one of my favorite drinks. Man, that's a good one. Now, as silly as it sounds, IBC is probably my favorite root beer going, like, you get it in the bottle, man. You set that SOB in the freezer for a little bit. Let it get nice and frosty. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Brian, how are we doing, my man? Thank you for tuning in. A wave back to you as well, sir. Man, that's pretty cool. So this Saturday, it's kind of crazy, guys. As some things are coming in, Derek says root beer minus the root. I like that one. This Saturday is going to be kind of a crazy time, right? We have the Heritage title right here. The Wanderer, AC Riley, in Falls City, of all places, during that multi-man ladder match, messed up his knee pretty bad. There's a nice long word for what's wrong with it. I'm not... It's such a crazy thing. So like in that match, we have Gavin Parker getting thrown off a 20-foot balcony. We have Joey Anderson getting tipped off a ladder to the outside of the ring. All these crazy things going on. And what took out AC Riley was stepping off a ladder. One of those crazy freak accident things. It's not always the big spots that take you out. You never know. Angus asking what the current count for RUGGEdmania is. I need to look back at that. I know we are very, very well on track to demolish last year's count. So I'm hoping we can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in and you have not got tickets yet to RUGGEdmania 5, do so now. Support professional wrestling. This is on track to be the biggest event in Iowa this year for true independent wrestling, and I am very, very happy to be able to say that. I'm very proud of the team at Rugged Pro Wrestling and the things that we're accomplishing. It all comes back, at the end of the day, though, to every single one of you that buy tickets, and we can't do it without you. We wouldn't want to do it without you. We tried that before with COVID, and it wasn't fun. We miss you guys. We're excited to see you guys. This Saturday, we're going to have a killer event. It's going to be a great time. Let me tune in here and scroll through some of these hard-hitting questions. Jake wants to know. Asking the real hard hitters here, Jake. Jake wants to know what my favorite Disney movie is. And man, let me tell you, my favorite Disney movie, I'm not even going to say it right. I'm going to get canceled for saying it wrong. Encanto. That's the greatest movie ever made. It's awesome. You're right. Last year was packed to the gills. It's going to be a crazy show. Let's talk about the card a little bit here. You know, we go back, we look at that. I think probably what is my favorite match that I'm looking for? Okay, easy. It's an easy favorite. The main event, Angus Kaiser going one-on-one with all-steel Jay Fowler for the Rugged Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Why, Austin? Why is that your favorite match? Well, I mean, it's not what else do you want me to say, man? Jay Fowler, somebody who's been going all across the Midwest, taking on anybody and everyone. The biggest names, you name it. And now he's going to take on quite literally the biggest person he's ever wrestled with the near 500-pounder Angus Kaiser. Angus Kaiser, the only individual to ever be in the ring for all 5 Rugged Manias. And I think that is the craziest, coolest thing in the world. Such a cool stat and statistic. An honor for him to hold that. Mr. Rugged Mania Angus Kaiser, we should say. How cool is that? Seriously, Angus Kaiser, the only person out of all the wrestlers that got to compete in this event, he's the only one to do it every single time. That's more than me. How crazy is that? You know, I run the thing. You'd think I'd be putting myself over more than this. Wow. Brandon Snyder, super stoked for Saturday, man. I can't wait to have you. Somebody who I think, when it comes to like thanking the fans, I think Brandon is by far one of those that deserve the most props. He's at almost every Rugged Pro event. He always has a table. He always brings new and exciting people so that they can experience Rugged Pro for themselves, and I love it. I love every second of it. Will Teddy be making an appearance? Nino Hatchet wants to know. Good Lord, I hope not. Teddy, wherever he is, I think he's in a duffel bag over there. He's seen better days. Who knows, man? You never know. It's Rugged Mania. You never know what to get. Last year, what did we have? Last year we had Jay Fowler in his first Rugged Mania essentially wrestle 3 times. He beat Alexander Hammerstone, went on to win the Rise to the Top ladder match, and then beat Lars Metzger to become the new Rugged Pro Heavyweight Champion. So you never know what's going to happen at Rugged Mania. It's always a very, very, very crazy time. For both, I would like to ask, drop in the comments, how's the audio sounding on both sides? If you're on YouTube and you're checking out the, with the little graphics and all that stuff, or if you're here on the Facebook viewing as well, let me know how we're doing for sound and video quality and all that other good business. That would be very much appreciated. Let's see here. Let's roll through some of these comments. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm missing your questions. Good Lord. Michael McMahon, we're working on it, man. I want to get you over here so bad. We're gonna have to make it happen here soon. Wow. Zach Ticky, my man, how you doing, brother? He wants to know for how big Rugged Mania is set to be this year. He's already asking what we're gonna do to top it. My man, let's enjoy the weekend first, baby. But all jokes aside, I'm constantly thinking about the next one, right? Whatever we do this time, we have to have the plan ahead. And I don't want to spoil nothing, right? I think if you come this Saturday, you're going to find out some really cool stuff. Some really, really cool stuff. That is for certain. That is 110% for certain. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time? Wow. My favorite wrestler, that's a tough one. Really, when you think about it, I could give a basic answer, right? Like, growing up, it was, the Jeff Hardys, the Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin. as an adult, my favorite wrestler of all time, this is no joke at all, is the Wanderer AC Riley, right? The Wanderer is somebody who, as a fan, I'm always entertained. I'm going to see this big, scary dude doing big, scary man things. As a promoter, he's my favorite wrestler because no matter what I ask of him, he's always going to kill it, right? Now, I'm not saying he always does what I ask of him. But what he does do is if he doesn't agree with the idea that I have, instead of just pouting and throwing a fit, he comes to with me with a very well thought out reason. And the best part about it is then he comes to me with a solution, right? What are we going to do instead? So from as a promoter to as a fan to everything in between, the Wanderer AC Riley is my favorite wrestler of all time. And I'm so upset that he's not going to be there this weekend. What do we got here? So, Nino, you say the audio's crispy. And I know that that's supposed to be good, but whenever somebody says it's crispy, I think it sounds like it's like cracking. And it doesn't sound good. Boom, 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 boom. We got some good questions here. Chris, I know, and if you were tuned in earlier, if you tune on to the YouTube stream, it looks way cooler. But Facebook sucks. Hopefully they don't kick off the stream again because of it. Chris, go to the YouTube, watch that one, and comment that it sucks there too, but then let me know in a text if you like the YouTube look. And hopefully you'll agree and think that Facebook sucks along with me. And a lot of I Love Rugged Pro. Everybody's saying we're sounding good. I appreciate it, except for Keaton Stoneburner. You suck. Wow. This is cool. This is cool, guys. Just for me to kind of go into some things. If you commented a question and I haven't answered it, please re-comment it. I'm struggling scrolling through two different. I love you, Chris. I want to make sure that we are getting everybody's questions answered. And I know I've missed some, and I'm sorry. Isaac saying it's long time no talk. Happy to see the brother. I miss you so much, man. Honestly, man, you are always a blast to be around. I hope you're doing well, brother. I love you so much. Who is your favorite student to come from the Forge? I hate all my kids equally, to say the very least. They all find exciting and fun ways to make me mad. How are we doing here? They all sure know how to get under my skin in special ways. I don't know who my favorite is, but I know who my least favorite is. I don't know who my favorite is. I know who my least favorite is, and it will always be Preston Bradford. Let's just make sure that gets known. If anybody takes that, if anybody's going to clip anything from this, the headline needs to be Preston Bradford sucks. Who do I expect to win? Who do I expect to win the Rumble? Asked by Corey Samuels. Dr. King of the Road Corey Samuels, a former Rugged Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion. We better put some respect on the name. This year's an interesting year. We have a lot of very exciting piece of talent. Exciting talent that are going to be in this match. If I had to pick one, though, right? I'm going to put my money on the natural mystic, Marshalltown's own Marley. Man, that guy's been busting his butt getting ready for this opportunity. I don't think he's gonna let it slip through his fingers. Will you be doing another Train for a Day event? Yes, I will. We'll be doing another Train for the Day event on April 6th. From 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's $100 to do it. You come in here, you get to essentially try out pro wrestling for a day. This isn't a fantasy camp. We're not going to dance around and do fun little entrances and goofy stuff. You're going to come in, you're going to find out if pro wrestling is for you without making the commitment to the entire course. Because it's not for everybody. It ain't ballet. So this is an opportunity for you to come in, in a nice controlled environment and give it a try. A very risk-free, calm, cool, collected environment. Try it out, see if you like it. April 6th. Yeah, Saturday, April 6th. My apologies. Will we be doing another kids camp? That isn't the cards. The one we did was such a success. I loved the response we got from it. I love everybody's attitude about it. It was a great time. I had a great time. I hope everybody else, said they had a great time. So it's definitely going to be. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, Justin Bunny, quit clogging up the comments with nice things. Kimberly wants to know what my favorite piece of merch is. Man, that's a tough one. I'm assuming you're asking, like, my favorite, like that I've purchased. And the answer to that would be my 100 proof Jameson McGregor t-shirt that I got in exchange for wall repair fees that I had to pay. Let's leave it at that. Nicole, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming in, jumping on in here. We're going to have a good time and keep things rolling. Yeah, so we're chilling here. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to scroll through and make sure I'm not missing anything here. Do you think Supernova is gonna die in the street fight? I don't think I'm allowed to say die on I don't think live streams like when we talk about death. Yeah, I think Crucible's gonna hurt him pretty bad. I think Crucible is gonna absolutely destroy Supernova in that street fight. A tag team street fight for the Rugged Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Last time these teams were in a match together was in Fall City. It was Crucible versus Supernova. No titles were involved. Neither of them were champion at the time. And I thought we were going to see Supernova die then. And somehow, some way, they were, I know how, Bridgerton Fox threw powder in the face of them and was able to escape the cage and escape the Crucible. They did not beat the Crucible. They escaped the Crucible. So I think in this street fight, this Marshalltown street fight, it's going to be a scary situation because there's no running, there's no hiding. The match ends when somebody is pinned or dead. How many walls am I planning on Jameson destroying? Funny. Jameson McGregor has a new contract with Rugged Pro Wrestling where he is not allowed to harm any walls for any reason whatsoever. And if he does, he's terminated immediately. I got my eye on you, Jameson. Nicole, I haven't talked to you in forever, so I just want to say, I agree. I hope you're doing well. It's been a very long time. I hope things are going well for you. Hope you're staying out of trouble. Awesome. What's that say there? The kids camp, yeah, like I said, those went really well. We had one but was supposed to happen a while back that got canceled due to, I think, like everybody that signed up had COVID or something like that. So we're like, yeah, we're not doing that. So we'll be planning that new one soon. Anybody who didn't take a refund for that will be eligible to take this one, obviously for no additional charge. That should be soon. We wanted to wait till it got warmer out, make sure things were going good. Chris says, hopefully we can get that dumb joke to stop after this weekend. It's been a year. I agree, Chris. I agree. How do you think I feel every time I go to a show? How many walls do you think you're going to get broke? I hate that joke. It's so old. I want to fight you all when you ask it. Goodness gracious. What's my favorite match stipulation? I think it shouldn't be that hard. I'm a big What was my biggest Rugged Mania moment was inside a steel cage with Tyler Jones. So of course I'm going to pick the steel cage as my favorite match stipulation. Brandon says, contracts, you say? Yeah, I had for him. And it's not a fun one. It's not the cool, Briggs Jameson McGregor is all rugged. It's a don't break my crap. I hate you all. I talking about the more comment. I apologize. I don't hate you all. I hate the people that keep talking about this stupid wall in here. Is there an issue with me being nice? No, man. We're just giving you a hard time, Bundy. We love you, man. Justin Bundy. He's probably, when it comes to fans in Rugged Pro Wrestling, they don't get any more intense than Justin Bundy. Justin Bundy. He's based in O-Line. Comes to all of our O-Line events. Has actually been coming down to come and see some of the stuff going on at Rugged or over at the EWA. It's such a blast to have Bundy come down. Man, we love you so much, brother. Thank you for all you do and coming to support the shows. Can't do it without you, man. Absolutely. It looks like the Facebook live stream is doing. I put all this time into the YouTube stream so I could have the cool, like if you guys were on YouTube, you'd see there's like RUGGEDmania 5. Celebrating 5 years of Rugged Pro Wrestling this Saturday and all the information. I got the Meet in Marshalltown logo over here. I got the Rugged Pro Wrestling logo over here. I got hashtag Ask Me Anything over here. It looks so cool, and everybody's over here on the crappy Angle Facebook one. I blame you, Facebook. If you're on the Facebook watch, you just have a live mic. This is actually on the YouTube. Hope you guys like that sound. Over on YouTube land. Me and Bella come to all of them. Jenny, you're not. That's the thing, man. I keep talking about how everybody's the best fan, and it's so hard. So, like, Jenny Smith and their family, they come to every show almost. Whether it's Rugged, whether it's EWA, whether it's live from the Forge, and we're just having a couple people out here at the training school. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Supernova should be just fine. They beat the Crucible. Oh, my God. The Crucible. They did not beat the Crucible. They escaped the Crucible. What is your favorite Rugged Mania match of all time? I'm not going to count any of my own. My favorite Rugged Mania match would have to go... Jason Strife versus Nikki Sent for the title. Strife was very on the fence about, kind of peeling back the curtain a little bit. He wasn't crazy about taking the title off Nikki, but he knew, like, with the creative direction we were going in, we needed it, and he was willing to do that. And he put on a great match with Nikki Sent. Nikki Sent, wherever you're at, man, doing your painting and stuff, man, I love you, brother. I hope you're doing well. But my favorite Rugged Mania match of all time is definitely Nikki Sent versus Jason Strife for the Rugged Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Ending, I think it was like a 370-plus day reign. That's pretty awesome. Still the longest reign ever. Supernova. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody loves Supernova. Who's your favorite wrestler who has competed at Rugged Mania's past? I think I just said it, man. Jason Strife. Jason Strife is somebody who I viewed as a mentor, as a friend. I love him, man. He's the best. Midwest Pro Wrestling isn't here. It isn't what it is today without Jason Strife. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to get too emotional or anything like that. All I'm going to end that question on is just I love you, Nate, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well up there, man. What student from the Forge would you want to get in the ring with the most? I hate them all. I said that earlier. I hate them all equally. When it comes to the Forge kids, I want to wrestle them all. I've been in the ring with a few of them. My favorite one that I've been in the ring with so far is, I'm not going to say because a bunch of them are watching this, they're going to get all butthurt. But any of you that I haven't wrestled yet, it's going to happen. Just because I retire every other week. That's why I bought 6 pairs of boots and 5 pairs of tights so I can wear a different set of gear every time I wrestle, apparently. Blah, 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 blah. Austin, this is Doc from Keokuk. When are you going to get back in the ring? So for Rugged Pro Wrestling, I don't know. I'm going to be back in the ring on April 20th in Grinnell, Iowa, and when I defend my EWA Tag Team Championship with my best friend in the world, Loudmouth Dean Wilson, in a triple threat tag team ladder match. Currently, it's as it stands, it is Austin Fouts and Dean Wilson defending their titles against Mad Dog McDowell, Grinnell's own, and the big sad bull Angus Kaiser. And then the other team is to be determined on a April 10th, Wednesday night, EWA Patreon exclusive event called Viewer's Verdict, where the fans get to actually vote and decide who they want to be in the match, because it was voted carburetors being Big Beasley and Cousin Tiny against Cal Cassidy and Blake Banana, and the winner of that match will get added to that ladder match. It's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah. Again, if you're tuning in on Facebook, I hate that we the YouTube. If you're on the YouTube side of things, this is live on the Rugged Pro Wrestling YouTube. There's a little bit more production value there, but I threw this up because we did advertise we were going to be on Facebook, and I'm a little bummed out that we didn't get the fun bells and whistles that I've been working on getting set up all day. Then when I went live, it kept kicking me out, so I had to throw it up on YouTube and then do a live stream over here as well. The frickin' Terry Funk of EWA. Gotta love it, baby. Gotta love it. Are you going to have any new merch? Like Austin Fouts merch or Rugged Pro Wrestling merch? EWA? Like, what are we asking? Forge merch? I'm assuming you're asking about Austin Fouts merch. Currently, all Austin Fouts merch is on online order only. If you reach out and it's something you want, I can send you the link and we can get it shipped out directly to you. Currently, the Austin Fouts merch is made to order. Just with me not wrestling as much as I once was, it doesn't make sense to have a lot of stock like I used to. You know, back when Tyler and I were running things around as Flexbill, we had like totes upon totes of teddy bears, t-shirts, glovelets, wristbands, you name it. And then now it's the with wrestling only a couple times. You know, I think I'm averaging about one time a month. It just isn't making sense to have as much on hand. I think I still have some Brawling Buddies, maybe like one or two. I think I have like 3 or 4 of those. My Brawling Buddies left over. If that's something you're interested in, sure, let me know. If you want to cuddle with stuff, Austin, let me know. Daniel Wheatley, I miss you too, man. I hope you're doing well, brother. It's been too long. We definitely need to catch up soon. Matt Schrader, my man, comments. Hey, we miss you. We don't need to read the whole thing. I see that you're coming down for EWA. EWA, man, that stuff is going good. EWA stuff is going really good. Will this be able to be viewed live or in person only? So the Forge, the RUGGEdmania 5 will be exclusively an in-person event. We probably will eventually post. The next day, I'm hoping to have all the matches up on Patreon. If you're a member of the Hey Charlie Patreon, I'll try to get somebody to, if somebody in the comments can drop that in the comments of these for anybody interested in the Hey Charlie Patreon, you should be able to watch the matches within 24 hours of them happening. What got you started and involved with wrestling and Rugged Pro? Okay, so let's break that down. Let's start with this. What got me involved with professional wrestling? Back in 2015, I think, is when I sent my first message to Todd. No, it was either Todd or Mark. I want to say it was Mark. Probably both of them. And I told them, mind you, I'm a kid. I think I messaged them in 2012, between 2012 and 2014. I messaged them as a kid, never seeing independent wrestling before, telling them how I am going to make their wrestling promotion successful. It's the only independent wrestling show I could find. At the time, they were on KCWI. They were doing some great stuff. They're doing some really awesome stuff. And I was just a kid who thought I knew better. I didn't realize how money affects things. I didn't realize any of that stuff. So anyways, I think it was Mark had told me, let me know when you're old enough, kid, and we'll talk. And he shouldn't have been as nice as he was to me because I was such a prick to him. Fast forward a little bit, I send the same message to a promotion up in Algona, Iowa. I talk to the promoter. He says, yeah, come up. Just when you get here, just walk right in. Just introduce yourself. We'll have a good time. I got up there. I walked in. I got told by like 7 people to get out, like all simultaneously. So I did. And then later on, the other owner who was running that show was, oh, hey, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. You know what's going on? I tell him all my great ideas for this TV show for them. He says, great. Do you want to train? And I was like, yeah. That's it. You definitely hope. I don't think you met me in 2013, 2014. I didn't start wrestling until 2015. Punk. You met me in 2016 in Fort Dodge for RWA. If I remember right, you were at the very first Flex Appeal match ever. I also think that's when Fantasma Fuego wrestled Parker Piper. And I don't know whatever happened to Parker Piper, but I hope he's doing well. You see that I'm returning to MAW in April. Great opportunity to showcase some of Iowa's finest. I am. Coming back to MAW is a big deal for me. The last time I was in MAW was back in 2018. It was shortly after a suicide attempt. I wasn't in the right headspace. I really shouldn't have taken the booking, but they were kind enough to give me the show. I'm so grateful that MAW gave me that opportunity, and now they're asking for me back. And the best part is they're asking me to bring the kids, right? Justin Fowler and I were working so hard on putting out the best talent possible with the Forge Wrestling Academy, and now I get to bring them up there and have them represent the team, have them represent home. MMA fight soon. I don't know if I should announce stuff this early, huh? Well, let's talk about it. MMA, something that my MMA, I am undefeated in MMA. I only did the one official fight in MMA. I lost in a kickboxing match by decision. They didn't like me dancing around the ring cards, I guess. The MMA, I won by verbal tap out, verbal submission. It is looking like it's looking like October. It's looking like October. I'm getting the itch. I want to get back. I want to get back in the cage. Not this one. I want to get back in an MMA cage. I want to get back in the octagon. And I want to continue to prove what I have to offer the MMA world as well. So you heard it here first, folks. The plan is for me to be joining back up. I'll be fighting with Sean White at Ignite Fights and making my return to the cage in October. Something I'm very excited about. Think about it. Anthony, I miss you so much, man. I hope you're doing well. Whenever you're ready, if you ever get the urge to come back to this, man, the door's open. The door's open, man. You were one of the kindest people to me when I started training. You didn't have to be, and you were just an absolute treat, man. And I hope you find your way back to wrestling, and I hope you find your way to. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're having a good time here. We're doing pretty decent, I think. Actually, I think we're bouncing around. Sorry, Facebook. I'm checking out some YouTube stats here. And, we're rocking a steady viewership between the two. Maybe now's probably a good time. Let's talk about it. We have a pretty cool announcement. I'm making an announcement for an announcement. I'm so Tony Khan, baby. This Saturday at RUGGEDmania, we are going to have a very special announcement. We are going to be unveiling the Midwest Championship that is going to be introduced at the Best in the Midwest 2 tournament this summer on June 1st, featuring WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi. He's going to be at that event. It's going to be a very fun time. I'm excited to show off the strap this weekend. It's going to be a good one, guys. It really is. I know every time we have an event, I talk about how it's the biggest show we've ever done. It's the best show we've ever done. I truly feel this Saturday is going to be the biggest and best show we've ever done. If you guys haven't got tickets yet, be sure to get tickets. You can go to the Rugged Pro Facebook page, go to the event link. All the ticket links are right in there. Right now, dude, general admission tickets are only $8. You get to the door. You can save and get them at the door, but you can save some money if you get them online. So get your tickets while you can. There's not a lot left, and that makes me very happy to say. Blah, 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 blah. I love you, Chris. I love you. Am I excited for the upcoming class? Am I excited for the upcoming class? Absolutely. That class is looking like it's like 15 people, man. 15 people that are going to start their dream. And that's the thing for me, man, is some of these last classes, I've finally been able to see it. And I'm glad they are. Because, like, now when you really think about it, man, we've all been there. We all have started that dream at some point. Anybody here who's ever wrestled before, we started our dreams at some point. And now I get to be a part of an additional 15 people starting their dream in this business. And that's the coolest thing ever. The fact that the Forge has put out almost over 40 talent, whether they actually, we're a little close to 40 talent that have gone through the Forge. I'd say we actually put out probably closer to 30. There's some that don't have my or Justin's branding on them. And there's some that never fully finished. I hope they're doing well, though. I hope they come back and finish becoming professional wrestlers. Is there someone that I've had my eye on getting on Rugged Pro programming? Man, I always got my eye, man. I've been going through, watching all the different independents. I watched, when I watched Wednesday night wrestling, my AEW, I'm watching it because I know those guys can take indie dates, so I'm watching on there, like who could mix it up down here well, who could hang down here in Rugged Pro, and I always got my eye on somebody. And I think, again, I don't want to spoil stuff, big man, so I think a big part of it is this week we might have a couple announcements, and then as well in the next coming months we're going to have quite a few cool announcements between Rugged Pro Wrestling and from what I've been told from the EWA stuff. Right now, guys, if you aren't aware, I got a big three, right? I'm running Rugged Pro, I'm wrestling for EWA, and I'm wrestling and helping out with, let me make sure I'm not over-speaking that. I am helping out where I can with River City Championship Wrestling. So a big shout out to the RCCW crew over in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Thank you guys so much for welcoming me into your locker room, whether it's as a talent, whether it's as just a helping hand, whatever it may be. Thank you guys so much. Something pretty cool. Stay tuned with some cool announcements with RCCW as well. You're sending a few people my way for training. Well, you better get on it because this class is filling up quick. We already have a couple people signed up for our next class. That's going to be in August. So it's crazy, man. It's cool that people now are seeing and they're realizing that professional wrestling is on the up and up. Professional wrestling is the place to be, and the place in professional wrestling to be is at the Rugged Pro Wrestling Forge. I don't even know if we call it that. But the Forge, which is an association with Rugged Pro Wrestling and the Imminent Wrestling Alliance. I've seen a lot of people talking about RCCW. Man, RCCW is the best, man. If you want to see some great professional wrestling in the Wisconsin area, go to RCCW. I'm telling you, those guys they're doing it over there. What is your favorite rugged moment from 2024 so far? My answer to that question would have to be watching Gavin Parker fly 20 feet off a freaking balcony in Falls City, Nebraska. Honestly, the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. All I'm going to say is I don't ever remember hearing the 20-foot balcony being talked about. Gavin Parker, he's such an amazing talent. Another Forge Wrestling Academy student, man. Gavin Parker, guys, if you like high-flying action, if you like all the cool flips, you want to see some great chain, you want to see it all. Gavin Parker from A to Z is he's got it, man. This kid, I am willing to bet my I would be willing to bet. I'd be willing to bet it all. I'd be willing to bet Rugged Pro, the Forge, everything that we're going to see Gavin Parker on your TV screens within the next 5 years. I'm calling it now. I'm calling the shot. Gavin, don't make me look stupid. I keep seeing it, man, and I was kind of like I was kind of ignoring it, and I didn't want to ignore it. People keep asking about Tyler Jones, man, the juice box hero. Tyler Jones, man, I'm sure everybody knows Tyler Jones got married recently. He's enjoying the married life with his family. If Tyler Jones ever wants to come back to Rugged Pro Wrestling, he is more than welcome. I view Tyler Jones as one of my very best friends in the world. Whether or not I've been the best of friend to him is, that's up for somebody's debate, and the answer is no. I haven't been the best friend to him. But Tyler Jones has been the very best friend possible to me, and I hope he's doing well. Tyler, I love you, man. I hope you're doing well. Is RPW and EWA like Raw and SmackDown? No, actually. If you wanted a better example, I view RPW as WWE, and I view EWA as NXT, right? So when you come out of the Forge, when you graduate from the Forge, you are not guaranteed a spot in Rugged Pro Wrestling. You go to EWA, you learn, you practice, you get better, and then hopefully someday you can earn a spot in Rugged Pro. I shouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, these last couple classes have been absolutely kicking butt, and I really think that they are bringing the special sauce. All right, guys, I'm seeing it, man. I'm seeing Gavin Parker and Clay Cooper, Gavin Parker and Jimmy Wild, Gavin Parker this, Gavin Parker that. I've talked about it, man. Gavin Parker is one of the best things going right now. If you're not familiar with Gavin Parker, check him out. He's absolutely one of my favorites right now. One match, people are asking, what match am I wanting to see Gavin Parker have? It's Gavin Parker and Jimmy Wild. I'm going to make it happen. I'm doing everything I can. Jimmy is by far one of the busiest guys in the business right now, both in the ring and out. That dude's on a schedule like nobody else. Jimmy Wild, we've been talking. We're going to make it happen. Know that Gavin Parker and Jimmy Wild is absolutely on the cards in Rugged Pro Wrestling or EWA. It's going to happen somewhere. I don't care if I have to start a third promotion just to make it happen. It's going to happen. I lost my comments. I wish I could see Midwest Wrestling, man. So hey, if you want to see some great pro wrestling, check out Rugged Pro Wrestling and EWA on YouTube. If you want to be part of the action live, get on the Hey Charlie Entertainment Patreon. It uses both EWA and Rugged Pro. I am ready to bring the energy on Saturday. You better be, Bundy, because we need you, brother. We need you there bringing the crowd. Oh, man. Excuse me. A lot of questions rolling in. Let me stop some of these up so I can read them. Can't wait for April 7th. April 7th, man, it's going to be a crazy time. April 7th, we got the Train for a Day camp. Just get the people in there, get them trying some stuff out, and see what they can do. Hey, are you going to get another one class again? Yes, we talked about it earlier. Let's talk about it again. April 7th at the Forge Wrestling Academy. April 6th at the Forge Wrestling Academy. We have Train for a Day. You can come in, you can try it out, see if pro wrestling's for you, and if it is, you can sign up for the full class that starts on April 21st. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, you gotta love it. If you don't want to wrestle, but you don't want to just be a fan, what else can you do? There's so much stuff, right? There's so many different options. If that's something you're interested in doing, reach out. We'll see what we can do. Anything available for referee training? Great question. The referee training has been going amazing. We have some great referees getting cranked out of here. I'm really excited that we can offer that now. We teamed up with referee John G., one of the best referees in the entire independent wrestling scene. An honor to have him come out and work with these kids. We got our staff trained up with everything that he felt that was important. We reached out to other people who got all the information. Tristan, I'll definitely be waiting to hear from you. But our referee training is, and now we can do it on a more one-to-one basis, we're able to offer more tailor-made experiences for that to get people ready at their pace. And the cost for it's only $250, man. You know what I mean? Pro wrestling training, if you train through the Forge, is $2,000. $250, you can learn to be a ref, and you're going to be taught properly. There's too many promotions out there that are just like, hey, fan, do you want to be a ref? And that's not cool anymore, guys. The first word in professional wrestling, professional, right? We have to start holding people to a higher standard, and making sure that we're honoring that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for the question about referee training. I always forget about it, but it's one of the most important things out there. Who you got, Angus Kaiser or Justin Fowler? I'm telling you, man, I love Fowler. He's one of my best friends. It's Angus Kaiser's year. Angus Kaiser's walking out. You got my money right now. Angus Kaiser's walking out of RUGGEDmania heavyweight champion. Angus, I'm going to slap you. I saw that. I saw that on YouTube, Angus. Something else, too. If you're somebody who, if you're on both streams, if you're on the Facebook stream or if you're on the YouTube stream, let me know what stream you like better, right? Do you like the further out camera angle with all the little bells and whistles, or do you like the up close and personal? I want to know. I'd like to make these a habit and start doing these more often, but I got to know what you guys like and what you don't like. Thank you. I hope I'm doing well. Tristan, I hope you're doing well, man. It's been a minute, huh? It's been a minute. Man, I hope you're doing well. I hope I see you soon, too. Am I going to see you Saturday? I better see you Saturday in Marshtown for RUGGEDmania 5, featuring former WWE superstar Ken Anderson. So is Mark going to defend his title? Mean Mark Drury is the EWA Innovation Champion. That means that title's a 24/7 title. So he's always defending it. I heard the other day, Harley, his daughter, tried sneaking up on him and rolling him up for a pin when he was taking a nap on the couch. That Harley, she's sneaky. She gets around quick. You can't tell. March 8th, I believe. Maybe, yeah. What are we doing on March 8th? Huh. Interesting. My man Eli is in the chat right now, doing great things up there at MAW. We talked about it a little bit earlier, how excited I am to be returning to MAW. Eli, thank you again. I said it earlier, I went on a big sad rant, and I just want to, don't go back and listen to that. Listen now, I want to say the short and sweet version of what I said earlier, and that is thank you for giving me an opportunity to bring myself and to bring my kids up to your promotion, man. You're an absolute treasure. I've loved every experience I've ever had with you, man. You're great. I appreciate you so much. Chris said YouTube is better, Facebook is stupid. You guys heard it here. Jump over to YouTube if you don't want to look stupid. YouTube feed looks more professional. I agree, Corbin. That's what I was going for, and I wanted everybody on. I'm going to talk to the YouTube camera for a second. I wanted everybody on Facebook to see how cool the setup was, and then Facebook sucks. How many times can I say Facebook sucks before they shut me down? Was that the Legion? Was that March 8th, though? Or was it March 3rd? I think it was March 3rd. I don't think we had anything on the 8th. We had something on the 8th and the 16th. Which one were you at? And the 17th, I guess, too. But Joseph Anderson. Dude, I hope you're doing well, man. I was talking about you earlier and how much I hate you. I'm kidding, brother. I hope you're doing well. I can't wait to get you back in a Rugged Pro ring, man. What you did in that ladder match was fun. Those Forge kids, man, they were beat up from you, but they can't stop talking about how much they love working with you. MAW is killing with the guests they're bringing in. You are 100% right, Tina. MAW is killing it, right? There's a reason I can't say that Rugged Pro Wrestling is the best in the Midwest, and that's because currently MAW holds that title. MAW is absolutely killing it from bottom to top with everything they're doing. Like I said, I'm just happy I get to be a part of it again. So that's so cool. But hey, don't get comfortable, MAW. We're coming for that top prize. Let's see what we got in here. Do I see John the Chip Man has tuned in? I hope you're doing well, John. It's been a real long time since I've seen you, man. Wow, I hope you're doing well. Why wants to know, dude? We're gonna have a nice little group of guys going over there. For Miss Dorothy, for your question. What do we got here? Uh-oh. Mark, better watch out. Jenny says she's coming for you. Who am I picking for the Rise to the Top ladder match? For the Rise to the Top ladder match, I am definitely... Man, I was talking about him earlier, man. I think I got to go with... man, I don't know about... For the Rise to the Top ladder match, I think I'm going to have to pick... Because Gallon's going to be too busy trying to do all the stupid like flips and stuff. So I think my pick for the Rise to the Top is going to have to be Theron Edwards, man. Because that guy's a psychopath. He's dangerous. He's violent. And I think that when we hand him weapons, it is going to be a very scary, scary sight. Bo, good to see you too, brother. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully I didn't get you in too much trouble in Keokuk. Wow. So something else I want to know, guys. John, thank you for that comment. I really appreciate it, brother. So something I want to know, guys, is are these live streams something you want to see more of? Are these things? I think it's a great time for me to check in with the fans, see how you guys are doing, talk to you guys, in a more open space. I wish I could talk to you guys more at shows, but you guys are always picking on me for how much I'm running around with my head cut off at the events. So I want to know, is this something you guys want to see more of? I'm obviously going to try something different for the Facebook stream. YouTube guys, I mean, hopefully I can make this work. If we can get everybody over to YouTube, I'd prefer that because I love this look. But I'm going to try to get something done for my fans on Facebook, for all of my friends and fans over here. I love you, Bo. Thank you so much. Carrie, this is the most chatty. This is the most chatty you've ever seen me. Really? Is that really the most chatty you've ever seen me? Guys, that's what's nice about it, right? Fortunately, I'm off work right now. As a lot of you guys don't know, I keep myself pretty busy. Whether it's my day job, I'm putting in 80 plus hours a week there. And then I'm with the wrestling. We're out here multiple times a week for open gym. It's every Saturday we're always doing something, whether it's a show or whether it's stuff out here at the Forge, filming events. Like for example, it's already over with, I believe. Yeah, our event's already over with. We had our EWA Wrestle Time event that took place. You could have watched it yesterday if you're on the Patreon, or you watched it tonight if you're on Facebook. It looks like I'm seeing everybody wants to see a lot more of these live streams as long as we bring on Donnie Pepper Cricket as a guest at least once, right? Carrie, thank you. I appreciate the compliments. Your son is amazing, and I was talking about him earlier about how great he's been doing. Ethan Big Beasley is a badass man, and I love having him be a part of our stuff. You can have a special. That's why I said we're gonna bring some wrestlers in every now and then. If you haven't heard, so probably more of the interviews and stuff are going to take place with the Fouts cast. I don't know if any of you guys watched the original incarnation of the Fouts cast, my old podcast. We brought it back. Our first brief episode is out on all platforms. You can see it on. I do hate him, Carrie. But you can watch. You can listen to the Fouts cast on Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker. You name it, it's on there. I think there's even like audio videos on there's audio on the audio of it is on YouTube even. We're gonna have some special live episodes, so that's something I want to know. Who are people that you guys want to see get interviewed? Whether it be on a random Facebook Live Ask Me Anything or if it's on the pod. We're gonna try to have in-house guests as well as like called-in guests and things of that nature for the Fouts cast. The Fouts cast, that first episode did great. I was looking at the other day and I couldn't believe it. That first brief episode had over 600 downloads across all platforms that have came in so far. Mark, if I need a surprise guest, I don't know. Do we want to see me and Mark jump in on this thing? I think he's up at the house. For those of you that don't know, The Forge is located outside, is located on the property of the Drury's home. I don't know, Mark, if you're bored, come on down. I think we're going to be doing this for about 5 more minutes if you want to sneak on down. Keegan's pushing for it too. Who knows? Maybe we can get a musical guest as well in King Serp. I agree, Jenny. We should bring on fans too. I think it'd be a great opportunity for everybody to kind of get to know everybody, right? And that's something I love about some of the EWA events is it's such a smaller, more intimate. Carrie, look up the Fouts cast. There's only one 6-minute episode up there right now, but starting I want to say I told everybody every Tuesday there's going to be new episodes of the Fouts cast. This week will be recapping RUGGEDmania. Man, I really don't want to. I really don't know if I want to. I didn't dox him. I didn't say where he lived. Brother, gotta have Nino and I. Berna, I agree. What was I saying? Way to go. You guys messed me up. Yeah, the Fouts cast is going to be some cool stuff. I don't plan on it you're going to have your local guys. You're going to have some others. Oh, Chris, I know. I would never ask you to be on a live with me. That'd be way too scary. Yeah. So some pretty cool stuff this week. I've been on some pretty cool phone calls in regards to the Fouts cast. I don't want to spoil anything because it's going to spoil surprises for shows coming up. Just know that we have some really cool people that you wouldn't expect to be part of the shows coming in to be part of the shows. Let's say that. Nate Edward, man, hey, I hope you're doing well, brother. I really do. You're in phenomenal shape. You look the best you ever have, man. I'm listening to the music and stuff. I love you. I'm always thinking about you. Keep fucking grinding, man. I can swear on my own thing, right? Yeah, that's really cool. It's good to see you tuned in, man. We got 2 minutes. I don't know if me and Mark's going to sneak out here for a surprise appearance or not. We'll just have to see. Pretty much, so last night we got a thing tore down for the show this weekend. For those of you that don't know, every time we do a show, we got to tear down the ring, load it up in the trailer, load up everything. So right now there's no ring here at the Forge, or I'd give you guys a tour. I think the plan is in the next couple of weeks is we're going to do a little live, I just won't get monetized. Well, guess what, man? Sucks to suck, right? My Facebook thing, that's the thing too, is I wanted to put things on, He's coming in! Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the Eminent Wrestling Alliance Innovation Champion. You can look at that camera or this camera, whichever one you want to look at. We got Mean Mark Drury here. Mean Mark, how we doing, my guy?
Good. And in case nobody knows, here it is right here. It's real deal.
It's the real deal, the Innovation Championship. Wow. Man, what are you guys doing up there? Just hanging out tonight?
Yeah, just had a little supper, watching a little basketball.
I love it, man.
What do you do?
Mark, I think people want to know from you, what match are you looking forward to the most this Saturday at RUGGEDmania?
Boy, I really like to see the Fowler Angus match. That's got to be pretty hot. But where do you stop? I mean, we got 8 matches and a Rumble. How do you pick one?
Exactly.
How do you pick one?
By far the most stacked event we've had ever. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm expecting tickets are looking great. Like I said, it should be. I think if a few more people jump on board, we're gonna beat the attendance record.
Sweet.
No questions. Hi, we miss you, Heather. I miss you too. I hope you're doing well. I love you. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Everybody's saying, "Hey, Mark." Everybody, look at it, back and forth. Mark.
You guys, sweet. Love you guys, man. Love y'all. Love y'all.
All right. Well, it is 8 o'clock. I said we'd be doing this for an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, Mean Mark Drury.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Peace. I'll talk to you guys later.